Hi, I'm Mike Crocott and welcome to this supplementary video for my book, How to Be Better at Communicating in Person and Online. One of the frameworks in my book is the SIMPLE framework. It's a framework for helping you to look really confident while you're being interviewed. Each of the letters in the framework stands for something, and the P stands for posture. Posture comes into it in lots of different ways when you're being interviewed, and it's really all about how to look like you're really confident by having really good posture. There are 3 videos in the book on posture, and this is the first of those videos, and it's about how to help you to have a really confident entrance into the interview room. So right from the get-go, you're creating a really confident first impression. It's an activity that I'd like you to show you as part of the video, and to do that I'm going to need a door. So here I am in front of my door, and as you can see I'm just practicing this at home, but you could practice it in the office, at home. All you really need is a door. So this is a 2-part activity, and the first part is all about great posture and understanding what great posture is, and therefore how you need to align your body so you have the great posture and you look really confident. So the first thing you need to do therefore is to put your feet about a shoulder's width apart, and then put your heels against the door. So now you've got your heels against the door, you then put your buttocks against the door, your shoulder blades against the door, and just dangle your arms by the side of your body. Your head is relaxed and naturally on top of your shoulders. So you've got your feet about a shoulder's width apart, your heels, your buttocks and your shoulder blades all against the door, your arms loosely by your sides, and your head nice and relaxed on top of your shoulders. How does that feel? I'm guessing it feels a little bit odd, and that would be quite understandable. So what I'd like you to do now is just to take a small step forward. Now adopt exactly the same position. So your feet about a shoulder's width apart, and now imagine your heels, your buttocks and your shoulder blades against a virtual door. Relax your arms by your sides and your head on your shoulders. You're now in exactly the same position as you were before, but how does it feel now? I'm guessing not quite so uncomfortable. And the reason that you were feeling a little uncomfortable before was really because you were standing against the door. The position is exactly the same. It's a great posture to be in, and it's a really confident pose to strike if you want to look really confident. If you think of people who are in this position, what sorts of professions are they doing? Police, armed forces, politicians, royalty, security guards. Anybody who wants to exude confidence by the way that they are standing has this great lined up posture. Now, of course, when you're being interviewed, you're probably sitting down rather than standing at the front of the room. And so there's another one of the videos that I'll show you in the book, which will show you how to have a similarly confident posture when you're sitting down. And of course, if you're having to give a presentation as part of your interview, then this is how you should stand to look really confident. But of course, what you've got to do is you've got to get into the room to that seated position. And what you want to do is to look really confident right from the get-go, right as you enter the room. You want to enter with your great confident posture in place, looking really confident. And that's where the second part of this activity comes into it. And to do that, you need to open the door. Now that the door is open, just stand directly underneath the door frame. Adopt your great position with your feet about a shoulder's width apart, your heels, your buttocks, your shoulder blades nicely lined up, your arms loosely by your sides, and your head nice and relaxed on top of your shoulders. What I'd like you to do now is imagine that hanging from this door frame is a piece of string. On the end of that piece of string is a tennis ball. Obviously, how long that string is up to you, but it needs to be such that the tennis ball just rests very gently on the top of your head when you have this great upright posture in place. So imagining the string with a tennis ball on the end of it, just gently resting on top of your head when you're standing with your great posture in place. What you now need to do is to imagine as you walk through the door, that tennis ball just glancing off the top of your head. And of course, the only way that you can do that is by having your great posture in place as you enter the room, as you pass underneath the door frame. So as you walk towards the door, straighten yourself up so your posture's rightly in place. So then you enter the room, the tennis ball glances off the top of your head, and you look really confident. It looks a little bit like this. So as you walk towards the door, straighten yourself up so you've got your good posture in place. So as you walk through into the room, the tennis ball glances off the top of your head and you've got that really good, strong, confident posture in place. You're not hunched, you're not nervous looking, you're looking tall, you're looking confident, you're looking ready for the interview. One final question for you. How many of these door frames do you walk through every single day? If you stop and think just for a moment, you're into dozens, maybe even hundreds of doors that you will walk through every single day. If you get into the habit of imagining that piece of string with the tennis ball, every single time you walk through the door, straightening up to glance the tennis ball off your head, then within a couple of days it'll just be common practice. It'll be subconscious that as you walk towards the door, your confident posture will be in place, and every single room that you enter, you will enter looking really, really confident. And of course that's part of making a really good impression right at the start of your interview. So there you go, a simple two-part activity to help you to enter every single room that you go into looking really, really confident. And therefore it's really, really useful when you're being interviewed because it will help you to make that great first impression. This was a supplementary video for my book, How to Be Better at Communicating in Person and Online. All of the resources for my book you can find on my website at www.intercog.co.uk. Thanks for watching.